Good afternoon, everyone. Jacqueline Cartin here from Pure Nutrition. I'd like to welcome everybody back. Because we're just around the corner from St. Patrick's Day, I thought today we would do some nice rustic Irish recipes, bringing the different food sources in that we've been talking about throughout the programme, keeping in mind how these foods sources can benefit our well-being and our mental health. So I've decided today we're going to do two different things. I've decided to do a nice rustic oat and treacle soda bread. Very, very popular in our home when we were growing up. My mother was great at baking the scones. So it is something that is a great Irish tradition. But what I'm going to do with this recipe is I'm going to actually bring in some oats into the mix. And it just changes the texture a bit, but it's so delicious. And it's actually really good for stabilising the blood sugars as well. So it's a type of bread that a small amount of it will make you feel up for a longer period of time. Again, that's the kind of foods that we're looking to use as well. So we're going to accompany that with a nice energising all green soup. Just keeping with the St. Patrick's Day theme, this is a lovely dish to serve up on St. Patrick's Day with the lush greenness, but also, we're packing it with all those great B vitamins and rich in magnesium, all those feel-good vitamins and minerals that we need for our good mental health, but for our energy as well. It all works. I've got the oven on. It's really important now to have a nice warm oven when you're making soda bread. So you want to preheat the oven at gas mark 6 or 180. So let's go over and put together the soda bread first, and then we'll have a chat about the soup. 250 grams of wholemeal flour, 200 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of porridge oats, 1 tablespoon of treacle, 150 ml of natural yogurt, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonated soda, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and 400 ml of water. In a large bowl, mix together your flours, oats, bicarbonated soda, salt, and give that all a good mix. Then add your yogurt, your treacle, and around half of your water and start gradually mixing together. Then gradually add the water until you produce a nice soft sticky dough. Then lightly flour a large baking tray and add a little more flour and shape the dough into a circle, making a cross in the middle, and then sprinkle some oats on top, and that's it ready to pop into your preheated oven and bake for around 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so now that is our lovely oat treacle soda bread all made up and popped in the oven. So we'll give that about a half an hour, and then we'll have some lovely nice warm bread to serve with our lovely soup. So let's have a wee look now at the ingredients that we're going to use for our soup. I've decided to try and use as seasonal as possible, and of course I'm going to, as always, I'm going to use as much local produce as possible as well. So I've got some lovely greens here, which I got in White Oaks a few days ago, and so we're going to have a lovely nice lush green leek, and we're going to use 1 large bowl of fresh baby spinach. Looks great. We're going to have a small bowl of green chard. We're going to have a couple sticks of fresh celery. I'm going to use 1 clove of garlic. And we're going to add some fresh parsley and a half a cup of frozen peas. That gives you a wee bit extra protein in there as well. And to that, we're going to have the juice of 1 lemon. The lemon breaks up the strength of the greenness, which can be quite strong, but it also gives you a really good boost of vitamin C, which helps with the uptake of the great iron content in this soup. This is why it's such an energizing soup. It really does lift your energy levels. It really does give you that wee boost. But as I say, not to mention all the other rich B vitamins and magnesium and vitamin C, all of those all contribute to good mental health as well as good physical well-being. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put all this soup together, and hopefully then everything will be ready then at the one time. And we're going to use a litre of stock in that as well. So let's go and prepare the soup now.
Slice and finely dice 1 clove of garlic. Shred down the large washed leek. Chop the celery into bite-sized pieces. And roughly chop down your greens. We're using chard here and also some baby spinach. The baby spinach leaves are quite small, so they don't really need chopping. Remember, you can also use other types of greens in this soup. Kale and cabbage can work well too. So that's everything prepared, and we have our 1/2 cup of frozen peas, and we're also going to juice 1 fresh lemon. So you can see from all these dark, rich green colours, the nutritional content will be an excellent source of fibre, folate and carotenoids. Rich in vitamin C, the B vitamins, magnesium, omega-3 and the rich iron and calcium content as well. So you can see why we're calling it the energising all green soup. In a large pot, add your leek, celery, garlic, peas, your greens, the chard and spinach, 2 stock cubes and 1 litre of water. Pop on the lid, bring it to the boil, and then we're going to simmer it for around 20 to 30 minutes. So now we're going to prep our garnish. For this, we're going to use some fresh parsley, which we're going to finely chop, and we're going to use some fresh red radish, which we're going to finely slice, and we're going to squeeze the juice of 1 lemon. The colour contrast looks so vibrant and inviting. Now our soup is cooked and it smells great. We're going now to add our freshly squeezed lemon juice and a few tablespoons of fresh parsley. We're going to blend this together till it makes a smooth consistency, and then that's it ready to serve. Now our lovely rustic oat and treacle soda bread is ready. I don't know which one to go for first. They both smell great. I must say that the soda bread is really making my mouth water. They both look great. Can't wait to tuck into them both. I'd recommend letting the soda bread settle for half an hour to an hour before cutting. So let's dish up. I must say, I do like a bit of butter with my soda bread, but it really is personal choice. You can go for hummus and avocado, which is lovely too, or it's just nice on its own. Now let's dish up. Our lovely energising all-green soup is going to be garnished with a little radish and some cream. I'm using some coconut here, but you can use whatever type of cream you like or just have it on its own. We're going to sprinkle some parsley, and on the side we're going to be serving our lovely homemade oat and treacle soda bread. A great warming lunchtime feast. A great St. Patrick's Day option for us all too.
And that's our St. Patrick's Day feast complete. Lovely, warming, energising all-green soup, which smells really, really good. Tastes great too. Had a wee taste earlier. And of course, our favourite, the soda bread. And the kitchen smells great. With the smell of home-baked bread and homemade soup. And the soup is nice and light, which makes this rustic oat and treacle scone a really nice accompaniment, where it sort of balances out the meal, where you have that wee bit of chunkiness and of course something to dip into your soup as well. We all like that. And I've added on the side, I've added coconut cream. You can add a wee bit of creme fraiche, a wee bit of ordinary cream, whichever you fancy yourself. It just gives it that wee bit of extra flavour and texture to it as well. So we'll try a little bit with our bit of soda bread. So you can have that with a wee bit of butter, just on its own. The soup's a great dipper for this kind of thing as well. So we'll give this a wee go. Soda bread's beautiful. I do love my bread. But there's just enough treacle, it gives you just a wee hint of treacle in it. It's not too heavy. And then with the oats in it, it gives you that little bit of nice texture to it as well. So one piece would be really filling along with the soup. Keeping in mind our Foods for Moods theme with this programme, how we're getting all those B vitamins, all that magnesium. You've got a really good boost of iron here as well with all your dark greens, along with the B vitamins and magnesium. And again, your oats, your slow energy releaser as well. So great combination, and it tastes really, really good. This is the thing, folks, this is the thing that I really like to emphasise to people, is that eating healthy to stay well doesn't have to be a chore. It can be extremely pleasurable. And I love food and I love eating food. So I like to make it nice and tasty. And I really hope this really simplistic recipe will entice you into trying something different as well. So until next week, have a lovely St. Patrick's Day. Keep well, keep safe, and have a lovely time. And I'll chat to you next week. Bye for now.
Pure Nutrition is available by phone and online. We offer one-to-one based consultations and healthy cookery classes to individuals and groups such as friends, community organisations and workplaces. Our services are delivered via Zoom, Facebook Live, pre-recorded sessions or by phone. For more information, you can contact Pure Nutrition via phone, email, Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp. Thank you.